I'm still signed to YSL. I'm still providing, like, we still pushing, like, no paperwork has been changed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever's been getting and how we've been pushing this shit, it's still going.
So in case you didn't already, Young Thug had recently been released from jail. And it was a very weird situation watching that whole thing play out over the past like year or so. It was like a messy trial, the Fanny Gorilla Grip Willis situation. But either way, he's been released from jail under very specific requirements. One of them being that he can't return to Georgia, like the whole state. So I don't know how that's going to work out as far as like his kids. I would assume that his kids are still in Georgia. I don't know if they're going to remain there or leave or whatever, but it's neither here nor there. But as far as a music perspective, it makes me wonder, will he be able to keep his finger on the pulse of what's going on in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta? I guess time will tell. But even beyond that, another requirement for him to stay out of jail is he's basically being banned from making like street rap, which I think is very interesting, because then it makes you wonder, is he creative enough to make music about anything else? And to be honest with you, I don't think he is, other than maybe leaning more towards some love songs. I guess that would be the closest thing. But a lot's happened in the past couple days since he's been released. Just a few days after him being released, he put out a tweet basically saying to Lil Baby, saying, hey, it's time to drop a song on these rats, which many people assume he was talking about Gunna. Also, it seems like he kind of helped broker a reunion between Drake and Future, which I thought was very interesting, because I did not expect them to reunite. And if I was Drake, I wouldn't try to reunite with them. But again, Drake is desperate at this point. He needs, just like Kendrick said, he needs Atlanta. You know, he runs to Atlanta when he needs a few dollars. So it is what it is. But recently, as of about a day or so ago, Young Thug put up a tweet and then immediately deleted it, saying that he doesn't want Gunna to pretend like they're friends anymore. Now, for the people that don't know, Gunna, in interviews a few months back, I believe with Spotify, he said that him and Thug are still cool with each other, and you know, he's still under the label. And I'm assuming he is still under the label, but basically this post is giving people the impression that it's 100% confirmed now that Young Thug doesn't like Gunna or doesn't rock with Gunna anymore. I don't think it should matter to Gunna or his fans, but you know, a lot of people, they take stuff very seriously for some reason. To me, I think this is more so a publicity stunt, but even if it's not, again, I don't think Gunna or his fans should care about this at all, to be honest with you. Whether people want to accept it or not, Gunna won the situation. I know people don't want to accept it because y'all want to live by these silly street rules, which are completely hypocritical and 1000% stupid, but this is what people want to live by. And people, even when they claim they want to live by it, it's only when it's convenient. Because here's the thing, if Young Thug drops a song and then if Young Thug drops an album and Gunna drop an album around the same time and Gunna outperforms Young Thug, not just as far as artistically, but also as far as like numbers wise, he outperforms him. You think he's gonna stick by this? You think he's gonna stick by what he's saying now? He's not gonna double down on this. He will switch up real quick and go back to just being like, hey man, we friends, man. Or he'll say something along the lines, something cheesy along the lines of like, hey man, we're not friends, we're family. And then he, you know, and it's very, I don't buy it, but that's just me. And like I said, I don't think Gunna or Gunna fans should really care much about this at all. Like at the end of the day, when it comes to all these street rule stuff, this stuff doesn't really matter. All these people stab each other in the back. I have yet to hear Young Thug or any of these people say one mean thing about YSL Woody, who, in my opinion, did something way worse than what Gunna ever did. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, Gunna's in a position where all he has to do is just keep releasing catchy songs. He'll be fine. Young Thug didn't even have the courage to keep this up on his page. I don't know why people stick to these publicity stunts, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think Young Thug is gonna reconcile with Gunna? or do you think that they're gonna try to hunt Gunna down? And do you think that any of this should actually matter to Gunna or the people that are in his fan base?